I'm going to continue my offensive in the south, where I'm going to annihilate the last tribe settlement south of the Nile River. That's Axum. So that's all they had there, and he has to die with the rest of his nation there. Done. We will raise the settlement, and here we still see insurgency, or so it may look like. There are the Sentinels of Sand and the Desert Snakes, two factions still here. I see enemy navy nearby, in fact more than one, and they may attack Ptolemais, which is lightly defended. However, we have a powerful force close by, and I may as well raise a fleet here, just for the sake of it all. However, I would prefer to hire mercenaries. Let's take a look. A few units would strengthen my position in the settlement greatly. This army needs to move north now, and in the north
destination reached
will be far more powerful. Now that another army is on its way, let's take a look. What else do we have here? This army needs to move either south or east. I see Axum force. This isn't a strong force, but it may be a problem soon. So we will go after them because they will attack us out of desperation. Anyway, this force will go here at Karax to cut off the remaining settlements in the south. And that's exactly what we'll try to achieve. Alright, that's really awesome. Look at that. That looks like Babylon Gardens, maybe not. A temple of some sort. Really cool. Now this force has been recovering for some time. I'm going to march them north on fast march, and this force will be moving on to Palmyra, where they'll have to kind of transition into offensive mode, where they'll be attacking remaining Axum armies. This navy is not playing a significant part anymore, so it would be best if I get rid of them, so they may be awarded with some land and money. Furthermore, let's move on to the offensive here, where we are going to further diminish enemy strength over here. Okay, and I'm going to raise this. Good. Don't have much money left, fortunately. Okay. Good. There's another settlement over here. Let's let the mercenary army to plunder this. In fact, it looks like that's one of the last settlements that belong to Syracuse, and because of that I'm moving into the battlefield. There are two of my armies fighting against what they've got here, and we'll see how, for example, war dogs are going to bear in this battle. War dogs are without a doubt very, very powerful unit, and I think they're very good against cavalry, especially good against cavalry units. And we'll see how it all is going to go down here. Enemy forces are relatively weak, as you can already kind of judge by what they had. Not many units, and we have things like hoplites, for example. Without a doubt, very, very tough, heavy, very heavy spear infantry. I like to see that. And the dogs. So this is how they look like, and they look very dangerous without a doubt. Then we have mercenary light missile infantry as well. All of these are mercenaries. All of them are fighting in our name for money. Okay, we'll make sure they do not run away. As you can see, due to the cavalry numbers, it's obvious that this force is designed to fight on the open battlefield, not in a siege environment. They could unmount, so if there's a need in the siege, they will unmount. Okay, we have more spears and a few swords. Alright, so this is what we have here. And so let's log this group and okay, let's move on. Let's move on. The enemy, that's our enemy right here. And that's what we have here. A considerable enemy presence, without a doubt. It's not going to be easy for low numbers to take them out, but I mean, with what we currently have, that should not be a problem though. I'm going to send all of them back. All of them. So all of these will just move back. Just the way they came, they are going back. Goodbye. We won't be needing you anytime soon. However, we can see how they are all retreating. And it looks like they're not retreating that easily. And it is a bit surprising though. Slowly but surely they are kind of moving fast, but nothing too kind of interesting. Okay, so here we see a choke point, and first of all I'm going to release the dogs, get my heavy spear infantry, medium spear infantry, my range units, into opposition. So they may start fighting, and I'm going to make a show out of this by sending a few brigades at a time to participate. So first of all, we are going to release these dogs we're going to release them on their infantry right there. So let's see how this will look like. Okay, so this is what we get. So we get a lot of dogs in, and this is how we're going to start this.
Animal handlers ready.
Alright. And next, I would like to send in my missile infantry to start blasting enemy positions. As you can see, we have a lot of dogs here. These dogs don't have great fighting animations, but they are certainly kind of messing things up for the enemy without a doubt. So what about them? I want them to fire everything they've got onto the enemy. And it looks like enemy of ours is trying to cross. In any case, that won't work out for them. And our javelin men are doing a fabulous job, absolutely fabulous job, just blasting everybody, as you can see. And the dogs are taking care of whoever is still there. Okay, so what do we see? We see more of them here. All of these guys, they we'll go into a fight. I'm going to retreat my cultists away from the battlefield and send in my heavy spears to butcher. Alright, so furthermore, I see that the enemy is trying flanking maneuvers, but we have more ranged infantry here. These spears are as well javelin men who are going to attack. Okay, in the front, our forces are not going to have serious problems fighting the enemy. All in all, that many javelins are going to shred enemy positions, and as you can see, this army greatly relies upon ranged attacks, and that's what we see here. The enemy brigades are being just simply showered by javelin and multiple javelins tearing through them. In any case, things are looking cool. A lot of maneuvering needs to take place in order to kind of use this to its full advantage. One thing's for sure, enemy cannot retreat if there are backlines on the enemy side, because the backlines will just shoot whatever they have at their disposal into the enemy. Okay, so here we are going to further move on to enemy positions, and let's do just that then. and attack them further. Okay, it looks like the cavalry is going to be strong enough to deal with them, and that's it. So that worked out for us very, very well. We have gained a very, very good victory there. Things are looking splendid for us, without a doubt. Just the way I would want it to be. Points under control. Done. Let's raise the settlement over here. And here it's time to build up a little bit. Okay. This army, on the other hand, needs to move much forward. As you can see, the money is being greatly reduced. I'm going to disband the ships and move my armies further. Here I will take the settlement. Let's have this for ourselves. And that was one of the better defended settlements. It was a frontline settlement. Armor there. And they do have an army nearby. I like the fact that we've got ourselves tradition. So what we can have, plus 4% melee attack skill for all infantry. We do have quite a bit of cavalry here as well. So that's an interesting one. Income from looting, shots per minute, campaign map movement, weapon damage, inflicted by all missile units, morale for all units during ambushes, night battles, defenses, and I'm gonna go for melee attack skill for all infantry here, and I'm going to go for reduced morale. Okay, these guys got hit by enemy agent, so that's not good. They couldn't move much.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so they have to recover, and then we're gonna go after them. They will probably stay in the settlement after they take the settlement. In any case, we have recently took the settlement from them anyway. Alright, so this force, let's move on closer to Circus and take a look. It looks like they have an army there. It seems to me like this will be a massacre. In any case, this force right here is created to fight these kind of battles right here, because you see it's mostly infantry here, and reasonably well, the best infantry we can field, but because it doesn't have golden chevrons, I'll say it's reasonably tough, because we've seen much better, but there were armies that were annihilated. In any case, it seems to me that most of my army movements here on the west took place. So let's move on east, where our dominance is unopposed, and things are going really, really well. Boom. Exactly. A sword into you. Okay. And it looks like they will not defend this area over here. They probably just lack the will, manpower, and leadership. They probably have the manpower, but it does require leadership and such. Alright.